All right, welcome. Let's get started with the New York session. All right. Uh, Before we actually hop in for any trades, all right. Today's a Friday, and if you look at today's news, we don't have any news for today, right? I will just try and look for some possible entries. All right. As you see, today's Friday, and everything is just yellow, right? And those orange ones are like medium impact, and those have already passed, right? Which is for the euro and also the New Zealand dollar, right? We don't have any news coming in, but we'll try and look for some possible entries. All right. Just give me a minute. All right. Okay, we'll start with gold. All right. At the moment right now, okay, I do have the Fib, my Fibonacci level that's already marked out. Okay, I will look for some possible entries. But as for gold, basically, I'll be looking for sells. All right, I'll be looking for sells. Price has already tapped into this 50 level. Um, I'll be looking for sells as soon as there's some possible confirmation. All right. If I'm looking at the possible entry, I do have this level here, right, which is my fair value gap level. Okay. I also do have a much more riskier one, which is at this level. Uh, right, something like this. All right. Uh, Towards the upside, we do have a level here as well. All right. So these are all fair value gaps there. Okay. So I will be looking for hopefully some entries that we can actually get. All right. So on the 4 hour, we do see price rallying. Right. It's recorrecting again. Right after this huge CPI dump about 2 weeks ago. Right. About this huge bearish candle here. All right. So we will look for some possible entries if given. All right. I'll just keep this fair value gap on. All right. I'll be removing this. All right. So this is my 50 level. All right. So this is my 50 level. Okay. As for now, the price is at this level here on the 4 hour, right? If I'm going to take a short, it's going to be somewhere at this level, which is a much riskier one. And then I'll be looking at this level here as well, which is quite huge. And then potentially towards the upside here, right? This middle one is 100 over pips, right? Yeah, about 140 to 150 pips. So we'll see how the price is going to play out first. All right. As for now, I'm going to hop on to the 15-minute. All right. I do have multiple levels that we are looking at. Okay. So I'm basically looking at this level here for a short. Okay. If we use the retail kind of way, we also do see some structure here broken below a change of character, right? And then the price is moved down, tested and dumped. Okay. So at this level here, I'll be looking for a possible short. All right, but it will be slightly risky. So we'll hold on and see how this is going to play out. As the New York session will be in about an hour time. But so right now it's pre New York session, right? Before the markets open, we'll see how it's going to play. Okay, so as for gold, basically I'll be looking for shorts. This is my direction here, and dump it back all the way here. All right, this is my direction. All right. As for AUD and ZACD, basically, I'm waiting for a buy, but I've been waiting since London session, right? Price had dumped yesterday and then rallied back, right? And currently it's ranging around this area. So I do have this marked out. I'll be waiting for a change of character at this level. Okay, and when that happens, I will look for some opportunities for buy. All right. If this is my stops, right, which is about 41 pips. Just hold on. Okay, I'll just recorrect it again, yeah. Okay. Just give me a moment. Okay, so on the 15-minute, we do see price dumping, broken above these highs, dumped again, break this structure here, right? And then right now, we want to see a change of character moving to the upside, right? Because if you look at here, we do have this change of character, came down below, which means when this happen, we are looking for price to move higher, right? But the price dump and change the character here again, and it's going towards downside. So right now, we do have a structure which we have something like this from here all the way to this top here, right? And this is also at our Fibo 50 level, right? So we want to see a break above the structure, and then maybe we will readjust this again, right? So right now we do look at this level here, but we will also just wait for this price to actually rally, right? Break this high, right? And then comes back for a retest, and we will look for some price imbalance around here before we start buying it again, right? So this will be for AUD and ZD. Okay. We move on. Let's just do a quick analysis for the pairs before we actually look for any potentials, right? All right, so GPP, CHF, what I do see right now is price is rallying, okay? On the 4 hour, we do see that we can see the price is doing this uptrend, right? If you pull your trend line, you can also see the price is going higher, right? So we do have this trend line ongoing, okay? But if I'm going to take a shot, it will be a bit risky, right? So if I'm looking at these levels here, just give me a moment. Okay, we'll just do it quick by doing this. Okay, so we do have this one here. Okay, we have this tiny one. All right, so we will be looking for buys. So actually, I think for this, we can actually look for a scalping sell position, right? As long as the price is not breaking this high, we can actually look for a potential buy, for potential sell. All right, just give me a moment. Okay, we do see this rally going up here, broken above. This is our low. right? And this is a break. So this will be where we are looking at for a change of character here, right? But this change of character here is slightly risky because we don't have a much what do you call a solid TP that we are seeing, right? This is our high, this is our low, right? This one here is broken, so this will be our new low, right? So an entry from this level towards the TP, it's if let's say we have our TP here, right, and if there's more structure here to be formed, then we will be able to take a much more beautiful trade, right? So right now I want to see this price breaking these highs here, right, with body closing above, then hopefully come back and make another break, breaking below, retest, and then we can start dumping it again, right? Which means this will be where we are looking at for a change of character here. All right, then our trade will be much more better, much better risk to reward that we will be having. All right, so assume we are looking something like this. All right, about a 1 to 2. All right, so for GBP CHF, I will look for a short, but I will wait for more confirmations before I get in. All right, moving on, AUD CHF is also the same, it's rallying higher. Okay. For AUD CHF, I will hold on a bit because there's not much of a structure for me to see, right? NZD CHF, it's similar, right, to AUD CHF as well. So we'll skip. As for Euro CHF, we do have this structure here, a bigger structure that has been broken. Right, so we'll be looking at this high. This would be our low, and price hasn't retraced back, and currently is forming much more higher highs. Right, so we will hold on and see how this is going to play out. With this movement to the upside, okay, we will hold and just see how the price will play out for us. Right? Because if I want to take this trade towards the downside, then I will need to have a solid confirmation, right? So the first where we will be looking to target our TP is about roughly at this level. Okay. So if I'm hopping onto the 15-minute, I do see this break above. Right, even this is also a break above. Okay. Right, so if we use this as a break, this would be where you would, this is currently running on breaking towards the downside. Let's just assume something like this. Right, so we are looking at something like this. For this to happen, we will wait for the 15-minute candle to close. Right, we need a 15-minute candle to close before we actually can hop in for a position. All right. We have about 4 more minutes for this candle to close. Okay, and then we'll see how it will play out for us. Okay. Right now, we do notice there's a fair value gap here. Right, we may be placing this at this level. Okay, so we are looking at something like this for Euro CHF at the moment. I may potentially hop into the 1 minute, right, to actually get a much better entry, right? So if on the 1 minute, right, we are seeing all this moving towards the downside, we want to see a retracement back higher, right? Something like this, break below, retest, and then dump. Something like this we will be looking for, right? But right now we're on the 15th, so we'll wait and see how this candle will close out, all right? Okay, let's just wait for another 2.5 more minutes for Euro CHF, and then we'll see how this will play out for us, all right? If you guys have any questions, please do ask, right? Anything that you guys want to know, if there's any trade ideas that you're looking at, or if you need any some sort of education or something, right? Please do just type out to the chat box. All right. Okay, so on the 15th, we do see a break, right? A change of character. So okay, right. So I'll be placing my order. Just give me a moment. So I have an order placed, a sell limit, right? We'll see how this will play out for Euro CHF. And if there's any more updates, I'll just let you guys know. All right. So for now, I'll just let this be. All right. So moving on, we'll be looking at CAD CHF. All right. So CAD CHF right now we do see price breaking the top side, right? So let's just try and look for some possible entries. All right. We will assume this as a high. I'm just going to look much closer before I actually hop in for any trades. All right. Because today's a Friday, so I would like to just be on the safer side, right? Because Friday I'll try not to rush any trades. All right. So we'll try and see if there's any possibilities. If there is, then we will hop in for a trade. All right. Right, but as for CAD, CHF, I don't have a very beautiful structure right now. Right, it's not something that I'm seeing that I have high confidence in. So I will leave this as it is, all right? And I'll move on first for CHF JPY. Right now, it's in a range, which we do see that it's a huge range ongoing here. So that means I don't have a direction for me to actually take a trade right now, right? So I will not try to look for any opportunities for CHF JPY because I'm on the bigger time frame, which is like 4 hour, right? So on the 4 hour, I do see this structure just moving side to side, right? So I'm not going to hop in. All right. As for GBP and ZACD, we do see the price is moving towards the downside. Okay, let's just try to do a quick analysis. Okay. Right now we do see this moving towards the downside, right? It broke below. And this one here broke below as well. Right, so then this would be our new high. Price broke below. We do have this break of structure, right? We also do have this break of structure here, right? And we also do have this break of structure here. Okay, so right now what I'm seeing is I would like to take a buy position back to the top side. Right, so if I'm going to mark it out like this, this is where I'm going to be targeting. Price has been moving towards the downside, broken this low, so this is our new high. Right, so basically the price is currently in this range here, right? About here, right? So we do have this range right now. If I'm going to take a buy, I would want to see a structure forming like this. And then possibility break towards the upside, comes back for a retest, then we will start buying again, right? And with that being said, I will be targeting back to this level here, alright? So we are going to be looking at something like this. Right, so something like this I'll be looking for DBB and ZB. Right, so I will keep this in view, okay, before I actually hop in. So I'll just monitor it closely and see how it is. Alright, NZD CAD, price has broken towards the upside. Have this change of character happen, which means this would be our high and this would be our low, and this broke above, this would be our new high, right? And then we do have this break of structure here, right? That would give us this as our low, and our potential high is yet to be formed. Okay, so we'll be looking at something like this right now for a sell back towards the downside, which is a counter trend, and then we will take a buy again, right? So right now I'm looking at something like this. Right, so right now whatever I'm doing right now is totally a different strategy than what I've been trading, right? And I do think that this strategy works best in terms of our risk to reward. Okay, so right now we do have this potential high at this level here. Okay, I'll hop on to the 15-minute. I do see price breaking towards the upside, right? This has broken below, right? Not a very proper solid retracement, but we do have a high. And we look at this inner structure here, we do have this high taken out, which means this will be our low respected, right? And then eventually this is another breakout here, right? So when this happens, our high will be here, right? Price has broken above as well. This would be our new high here, and between these two, this will be our low, right? So for NZD CAD, if we were to hop in for a trade, we want to see, like I've always said, I want to have a structure first, right? So maybe this I want it to break above, breaking this high, comes back, creating another structure here, something like this, before I take a sell to the bottom, right? So I'm looking at something like this right now, right? Which we will have a better RR. But if this price is just going to break towards the downside, then nonetheless we can just place an entry here, stops above, right? And our TP will be somewhere here, yep, at this targeted area. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at for NZD CAD. All right, we'll see how it plays out first. All right. Moving on to Euro NZD, we do see price moving towards the downside. All right, we have this break of structure here, but we don't have a proper retracement. All right, so I'll be assuming this is my low. So I'll be looking at something here as a potential target area for a retracement. I'll be hopping on to the 15-minute. Right, so 15-minute has been showing a downwards movement, right? So we need the price to actually break this high here, right? But unless if the price is going to just retrace back here, now with this dump here, right? This price will reject back at this area, breaks below, comes back higher, something like this. Then we'll look for a buy. Okay. Right, so if there's a structure here, right, then we may be looking for a buy. Okay, something like this. I need this to actually break below this low first. Alright. Something like this, and we can look for a buy maybe at this level. Targeting it back all the way to this high. Okay. So this is for Euro NZD. Moving on, NZD JPY is been moving up towards the upside for quite some time. Right, so with the yen is weakening, right? So we will see a lot of pairs actually moving higher. But nonetheless, if you guys do read the news, Japanese government is actually, the BOJ is actually planning to stop their the what, loose end policy, right? Which means that they have been, if you look back at the previous interest rate that the BOJ has been setting out, it's always been stagnant at a negative 0.1%, right? So they are planning to stop that, and if they start increasing the rate, then you will see a stronger BOJ. Okay, so we'll just wait for that to happen and see how it will play out, right? JPP CAD is in this range, so I will not look for any possible entries. CAD JPY as well. JPP Euro CAD, a structure that is something like this here, right? We're looking at something like this. So I will avoid for now. JPP AUD. We don't have more movement, right? We want to see if it's going to break towards the downside, then we can see something, right? So right now I will just wait for more price action before I hop in. right? GBP, Euro GBP, right now we don't have any solid movement, right? Because it's in the range as well. If we do see here, right, it's in the range as well. So with this range happening, unless I move on to the maybe the 1 hour as my bigger time frame, yeah, then I will be able to look for a structure here, right? We do see uptrend, right, and then now it's breaking below, right? But I'm basically using the hour 4, so I don't have a solid movement here. All right, even with this break of structure, this change of character, this 4 hour candle still got about hour to go, so it will take a long time. All right, so I'll be skipping that. Same goes for Euro AUD as well because it's in the range here. Okay, AUD CAD. Okay, let's take a look. A break of structure here. So this is our low, and this will be our new high, and this will be our potential low, right? Price came back, so we do have this confirm low, right? And this would be our high, and we do have a change of character here, right? So this would be our potential high, right? With this change of character, you'll be looking for a buy, right? At this level to here. Like I've said, Fibonacci, the 50 to 0.618 level is the golden zone. So we'll be targeting this area. Okay, so these are 50% level. Okay, right now here we can actually look for the potential sell towards the downside, right? But price has already left quite a bit, right, from here to here. It's about 60 pips in total, right? So we'll look for 15 minutes to see if there's any possibilities, right? Because if we look at here, the price has actually broken below and actually left, right? So right now, if you want to take this trade, we want to see the price actually moving higher, right? And then breaking, and then retest, and then we can dump it back to this level. So we want to see something like this. So we'll hold on for AUD CAD for now, all right? AUD JPY, we don't have a proper structure here, so I'll leave it as it is. USD CHF, okay. We do have this break of structure here. This should be our high, our low point. This break, this should be our high. And we do have another break of structure here, which that will actually conclude our low point here. This would be our high, a very minor structure. Another break. This is our high, then this would be our low. And the price hasn't come back yet at the moment. So we might see a potential high at this level. We might have a potential high at this level. And this is our current low. Right? So right now the price is back to the 50. Right? So like I've said, if we have something like this, when the price is just around here, right, we want to look at the 50 because from here we will look at the buy, right? So if this is our 50, right, this is our 50. When the price is here, we can actually look for short position coming down back to this level, then we can look for buys. Right, so I'll wait out to see. Right now, I want to see the price closing back into this level here, right, and then I will look for buys. Okay, Euro JPY also is a JPY pair. USD CAD is a range share as well, so I will not take the trade. AUD USD as well. It's been moving up, but I don't have a proper structure. Okay, these are JPY pairs. Okay, so for GBP USD, I'm actually waiting back to this level here. So this would be my 50. I'll be actually waiting back for this level. So we'll see how the price will play out, okay, before we start selling it again. Alright, so for Euro USD, I also do have my 50 here, but price is rallying, right? So I will take a sell when the price reaches this level here. Alright, so basically it's my final resistance at this level here. Alright, which this yesterday actually hit and left at 2 o'clock. Right, so we'll see how it will play out before we actually hop in. Okay, and the last pair would be NZD USD. I will not look for any position as this is not it does moves up, but I don't have a proper structure to be formed, right? So I'll leave it as it is. Okay, so I do have a sell limit on for Euro CHF. We'll see how this will going to play out, and if it taps in our order, then we'll actually see a movement going towards the downside. Alright, so we'll hold on to see how this will play out. As for AUD and NZD, I'm still waiting for this break here. Alright, so for gold, it's currently at the 50 here, where you can actually look for shorts. Right, you can look for shorts. With that being said, just give me a moment. I'm actually looking at gold right now. I might have a potential sell entry. But on the 15-minute, I'm actually looking for a confirmation before I hop in. Alright, I will need a solid confirmation for gold, as Friday gold tends to be slightly more volatile. Alright. So for right now, I'll just keep it on gold. I will just see how gold plays out. Alright. Because if we look at this our Fibonacci level, right, this is our 50 zone. Okay, so 4 hour would be here. Right, this is our 4 hour zone. Okay, moving on to the 15. Right, so 50, this 50 here is my 15-minute zone, right, my top to bottom, right, which is basically I'm using this high and this low, right? Price came back to this 50 level, so this will be the 4 hour, it's not 40, it's a 4 hour 50 level, right? So this is my 15-minute level. Okay, so we'll see how this will play out. Okay, if there's a confirmation, then we'll be taking a short position. All right. Uh, I can just show you guys. Right, so this is my 50 level here. Okay, so we'll look for more confirmations before we take a position. Other than that, Euro CHF has been placed as a sell limit. We'll see how this will go. If you guys have any questions, please do just ask. All right. Uh, if you like to know some education or whatever, right? Please do ask away. I'll be able to guide you guys if you guys need it. All right. It's hard to make it better. I was hoping that this life was made for two, for me and you together. It's amazing. As for gold, I will just monitor it in a while more, because for a 15-minute we want to see something like this. Right now it's retracing. Right, let's just say right now it's like this, right? I want to see this retrace and then maybe pump higher, right? Something like this. Break below, comes back, then dump. And so this is what I want to see, something like this on gold, right? So for right now, I'll just leave it as it is. I want to see more movement, more structure. Right, I will just focus back on this Euro CHF, as I have a sell limit pending order. Right, so we'll see how this will play out for us. So I will end my live in about 2 more minutes, about 1 more minute, right? And anything regards to this Euro CHF trade, I will update in my channel. Okay, so for those of you that are not in my channel, please do join my channel, right? Just give me a moment. Yeah, I need to look at where I've placed the link. So I'll just paste a new one here. So this is my Telegram link. Alright, if you guys are not in, please do search in your Telegram, right? Just look for this username there, right? Okay, just type in this link, right? And then you can get into my my channel, and I will give more updates on this trade. Alright, so as for now, I will just end my live, and anything on regards to Euro CHF, like I've said, I will update you guys again. Okay, if we are in the trade, then we will possibly just hold it throughout the weekend, so next week, and we'll see how this plays out. All right, so thank you guys for joining, and I'll see you guys in the channel, and follow up in the channel, and I'll see you guys next week on live. All right, thank you.